Stories that define the day from every corner of the planet. I'm Arjun Samar Mahindran, and this is the Monday edition of the World Report. US President Donald Trump says his newly formed Board of Peace has secured more than $5 billion to help rebuild war-torn Gaza, and thousands of international personnel also to help stabilize the territory. This announcement is expected Thursday in Washington at the renamed United States Institute of Peace. Now, Trump calls the board the most consequential international body in history. But here's the stark reality, or a reality check, if you may. The United Nations, World Bank, and the European Union estimate rebuilding Gaza could cost around $70 billion. That's approximately 14 times more than what's currently being pledged. On the ground, the war between Israel and Hamas lasted more than 2 long, grueling years. A US-brokered ceasefire on the 10th of October slowed down the fighting, but airstrikes and tensions continue as we get you this broadcast. The ceasefire plan calls for an armed international stabilization force to secure Gaza and oversee the disarming of Hamas. It is a key demand from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, so far, only one country has made the firm move. Indonesia says up to 8,000 troops could very well be ready by June for a possible humanitarian and peace mission in the war-torn enclave. More than 20 nations, meanwhile, are on Trump's Board of Peace, but it's unclear how many will attend Thursday's first meeting. Bangladesh is inching towards the formation of a new government. Bangladesh, the BNP's Tariq Rahman will take oath in South Plaza of the Bangladesh Parliament tomorrow. That's on Tuesday. And with that, he will get its first male prime minister in 35 years. Now, PM Narendra Modi is invited for the swearing-in. However, owing to prior commitments in Mumbai, the Prime Minister won't be attending the oath-taking ceremony, and instead, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla and Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri will be in fact attending the oath-taking ceremony. Apart from India, several other countries are also invited by the BNP. These include China, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Qatar, including many other nations. French President Emmanuel Macron lands in Mumbai close to midnight this evening, one among nearly 20 global leaders attending the AI Action Summit. That's right. Now, this is his fourth bilateral visit to India, and the agenda stretches well beyond artificial intelligence. He's among the 20 global leaders who are in fact visiting New Delhi to participate in the AI Action Summit. However, President Macron is only on a 3-day visit this time, his fourth bilateral visit to India, with not just AI, but key agreements in defense also on the cards. Now, on his agenda are key discussions on AI during the AI Action Summit, along with talks on further deepening defense and counter-terrorism cooperation and enhancing cooperation in healthcare. Mr. Macron will meet PM Modi in Mumbai tomorrow. The two leaders are then expected to hold talks on AI cooperation, defense partnerships, counter-terrorism coordination, and healthcare, as I was just mentioning. Meanwhile, they will also jointly inaugurate the India-France Innovation Forum and formally launch the India-France Year of Innovation 2026. Macron will then fly to capital New Delhi on Wednesday and jointly inaugurate the AI Action Summit in the national capital on Thursday, along with the Prime Minister. Meanwhile, this report digs into the deep bonhomie between PM Modi and French President Emmanuel Macron.
Diplomacy in the Modi-Macron era looks like this. Warm hugs and pull-asides, a bond that's been trending for a decade.
But we do prefer respect to bullies, we do prefer science to plotism, and we do prefer rule of law to brutality.
They are the OG anchors of the world stage. Prime Minister Modi since 2014, President Macron since 2017. While other world leaders come and go, these two have built a rapport that is second to none.
Nowadays, you are fighting about Twitter.
It's not just a bilateral meeting, it's a reunion of friends. 6 trips for Modi to France, and now Macron's 4th to India. The frequency says it all. Remember this? Rajasthan 2024. A massive roadshow that had all of Jaipur on the streets for Macron's state visit. From the open-top jeep to a humble Jaipur tea stall, While the world watched, Prime Minister Modi gave the French president a crash course in India's digital revolution, paying for their chai through UPI.
Already paid. He's got it. And you got the confirmation there.
And the respect goes both ways. In the hallowed halls of the United Nations, Macron didn't just give a speech, he quoted his friend, telling the world Indian Prime Minister Modi was right. This is not an era for war.
Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, was right when he said, the time is not for war. It is not for revenge against the West.
Even on the toughest global calls like oil price caps, Macron's first instinct, pulling Prime Minister Modi aside to ask, what is your view? From hosting each other for Republic Day parade to dhols playing at the inauguration of the Indian consulate in Marseille, the two leaders have shared a bond of mutual trust and respect. In 2025, when Macron's visit ended, he broke every protocol in the book, driving to the airport himself just to see off the Prime Minister. But when the chemistry is this real, you don't just send a car, you go yourself. Over the years, India and France have deepened their cooperation on all fronts, with the leaders themselves pitching in as passionate ambassadors for their own nation. It's not just about politics, it's about the vibe. Whether it's an official banquet or a pull-aside meet, these two know how to celebrate their partnership. Now, Macron returns to India to participate in the AI Action Summit and ink next-gen defense deals with India. But amid the high-tech deals and billion-dollar defense contracts, the core remains the same. From Paris, with love, the bromance continues. Bureau Report, NDTV.
We now take you to the Middle East, where Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday said any nuclear deal between the US and Iran must make sure that all enriched material leaves Iran, including the equipment and the infrastructure that allows you to enrich it in the first place. Quoting late US President Ronald Reagan and his then stance on the Soviet Union, Netanyahu defended a similar approach to Tehran's nuclear program. Listen in.
The President is determined to exhaust the possibilities of achieving a deal which he believes can be achieved because of the circumstances that have been created, the force projection, and the fact that, as he says, Iran must surely understand that they missed out last time, and he thinks there's a serious probability that they won't miss out this time. I will not hide from you that I express my skepticism of any deal with Iran because, frankly, Iran is reliable on one thing. They lie and they cheat.
North Korea said Monday it completed a new housing district in Pyongyang for families of North Korean soldiers killed while fighting alongside Russian forces in Ukraine. It's the latest effort by Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un to honor the war dead. Still images from Pyongyang's official Korean Central News Agency, the KCNA, showed Kim Jong-un and his daughter Kim Joo-ai at a ceremony on Sunday, with Kim Jong-un cutting a ribbon and then both Kim and his daughter hugging people before finally handing out documents allocating apartments. Now, one woman is also shown bowing her head very low in front of Kim Jong-un to receive her document. The U.S. Department of Defense, in collaboration with the Department of Energy, took part in an exercise to transport a next-generation nuclear reactor from March Air Reserve Base in California to Hill Air Force Base in Utah on a large cargo plane on Sunday. The C-17 transport plane, to be precise here. Meanwhile, Secretary of Energy Chris Wright, Undersecretary for War for Acquisition and Sustainment Michael Duffy, and the CEO of Valad Atomics, Isia Taylor, all boarded the plane carrying the nuclear reactor to Utah and viewed the reactor in the plane. We get you a reaction.
Today's activity aligns with a broader initiative to improve the speed, safety, and effectiveness of advanced nuclear reactor testing and to better understand the logistics, certification, and handling requirements associated with these systems. For the Department of War to deploy transportable nuclear microreactors, many logistics scenarios need to be tested through demonstrations like these to develop a robust understanding of the challenges involved.
A large volcano in Hawaii began erupting on Sunday afternoon. The visuals you see on their screen right now, sending fiery fountains of lava and hot ash sky high into the sky. The US Met Survey showed video of Mount Kilauea spewing lava fountains about 1,000 feet or 300 meters high as a river of lava flowed nearby. Now, the National Weather Service reported plumes from the eruptions going 35,000 feet above sea level, but there were no reports of ash falling on the ground. Well, with that, it's time we slip into a short break. News and updates continue on the other side. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back. On to news from the world of business and technology, where the Impact AI Summit begins today in India, showcasing the world's best AI technology backed by global policymakers, tech leaders, and global heads of states. Here's all you need to know.
India's AI moment is here, and the AI Impact Summit is the reflection of India's focus on reshaping the future. The event brings together global policymakers and innovators under one roof to showcase, scale, and deploy AI solutions that solve real problems, not just concepts. 20 heads of state will be attending from around the world, adding global heft to the summit and underlining India's role in global AI dialogue. 40-plus AI tech categories are on display, from health and education to sustainable development and inclusive growth. Organized into 7 thematic impact zones, the summit is designed to bridge innovation with measurable results. Key highlights include global AI challenges, AI for all, AI by her, and Yuv AI, aimed at solutions with social impact, women-led innovations, and youth-powered ideas for public good. Government and private sectors will be sealing partnerships, deep dive sessions, and investment talks, turning demos into deployment.
What the India AI mission has done is basically to ensure that there is truly a model to democratize access to AI resources.
First time the summit is happening in a country of the global south, a developing country. So we also want to bring the voice of the global majority at the world stage.
It's not just buzzwords, it's business and policy shaping AI's future across India and beyond. From demos to deals, from policy tables to startups scaling solutions, this is where the future of AI is being built in India.
Well, finally, an update from the very heart of London. Larry the Cat is marking 15 years as Britain's chief mouser at 10 Downing Street, a symbol of stability in a rather turbulent political time. The unofficial first feline has served under 6 prime ministers. We leave you with this report.
Prime ministers come and prime ministers go, but there's one resident of Downing Street who endures, Larry the Cat. Larry is celebrating 15 years of serving as chief mouser to the Cabinet Office, his official title. Larry's is a real rags to riches story. He was a stray cat who was adopted in 2011 by Downing Street from the Battersea Dogs and Cats home to deal with a rodent infestation. His record on that score is a bit mixed. There have been suggestions he hasn't actually caught that many mice in his 15 years in the post, but he's become a much beloved fixture of Downing Street. The journalists who come to this street every day regularly give him treats and wait for him to appear from behind the black door just so they can get shots of him posing or prowling or generally going about his daily business.
I think it's just that air of anticipation, because we just don't know exactly what will happen, but we do know that he's great at photobombing. So if there's a foreign leader that's about to visit, then we know he'll just come out at the exact moment that that meet and greet's about to happen. So I think it's like also just a nice way to ice break things and keep things cordial with people and be an ambassador for the UK. People who wouldn't necessarily be interested in politics actually become very interested just because of Larry, just to catch him on camera, on TV, and see if he's going to photobomb a leader or do something really funny. And like another time when Joe Biden came and basically he was lingering around on the red carpet, and basically custodian had to grab him and take him in. He's just presence that's here. He kind of watches over everything. And I think it's just a very reassuring thing for a lot of people that he's around. And, he's still sprightly as ever, despite being 19. And then this 15 years here as his anniversary is basically a testament to the fact that, he's outlasted a lot of people because he's just a cat. He's very good at what he does, lounging around and basically showing people that he's not very nonchalant.